Let me just start this by giving the main point. You're not guilty. You're not broken. You're not fundamentally flawed. Oh, I was taught these things growing up as a Christian, that really the basis of the entire belief is that something is wrong with you. You're flawed, you're broken, you need fixed. You can't fix yourself, so you have to accept that God, in his perfect wisdom, sent his son, who was perfect for you, and then had to be punished so you weren't punished. It's a very twisted belief. And what you end up doing is feeling guilty as your baseline. Because you have to believe, whether you're joyful or you've reached a certain place where you've accepted more in that belief system, I'll only speak for that one because I grew up in it, you are fundamentally flawed. The core of who you are, the deepest dive, the most inward you could look, you're going to find something that is not okay, that is not good enough. Oh, it's funny, but it's so sad, but it's so backwards. Because what I have found in looking inward, doing shadow work, eventually awakening, going through this process of completely dying to myself, looking at the parts of me that I didn't like, looking at the parts of me that I didn't accept, and just letting them die, and then looking at the whole concept of self and realizing it was made up. When all of that disappears, what you find underneath is that you are absolutely perfect. You are not flawed. There is nothing broken. There's nothing to fix. You are completely guiltless. There is no guilt. There is no condemnation. There's no judge. There's no judgment. Man, so many people are taught the opposite. They feel the opposite. They're raised in the opposite belief system. It's just so damaging. It's so damaging. It hurts to think about it. For so long, I just wanted to escape my own prison. Keyword, my own prison. I thought there was something wrong in life. I thought I was wrong. I thought there's something wrong with me. Why am I not like other people? Why can't I be happy? Why can't I just live in this game and pretend like I can't see all this stuff that I see? I always felt flawed. For one, because I was taught that. And for two, I was always different and more sensitive. And my gifts and talents and unique abilities were never fostered and given room and space and love. They were looked down on and laughed at and brushed aside. But at the end of all of this, well, it's not the end. I'm still pretty young. Through so much of this process, I just look back and I have feelings and intuitive senses and thoughts that are just pure peace and love. Like what I feel now on a daily basis, even when I get irritated, which happened yesterday. I got in a small disagreement with my ex-wife about something really dumb. It's about a coffee cup, of all things. And I was like so irritated that this conversation was even happening. And then I finally just accepted it. And it was like, okay, this is happening. It's not a big deal. And then it was fine. But even before and after the acceptance, underlying feeling now is just like, this doesn't really matter. I know it matters to her. But like at the end of the day, I'm not going to get super angry or attack or like, because it's just, she's perceiving something in the opposite way that I'm perceiving it. And that's fine. There's going to be a disagreement. But underneath, I don't view her as flawed anymore. And I don't view myself as flawed anymore. So after the irritation settles, you go right back down to, she's a fragment of the divine, so am I. Everything is perfectly okay. Even though I was temporarily irritated, my body felt uncomfortable. But man, when you think you are broken and need fixed, you think everyone else is broken and needs fixed, and you seek enlightenment or awakening to fix yourself, to get something that you don't have because you're missing something. You're not missing anything. You're not broken. What you find with awakening is those ideas that you're broken finally get seen through. They get dropped, and you look at yourself for the first time and see the divine, the peace, the love, the awareness, everything that you've ever wanted is in you. It's not, you don't have to push yourself aside to get it. That belief means that there's something wrong with you. there's not. I can't drive this point home enough. I feel like so many people and so many comments and so many things that I see in this space of what I'm talking about. People wanting to escape themselves. They want to get something to feel better. They want to escape something. You gotta go as deep as you possibly can. You gotta go into the guilt, into the fear, into the shame. See through that nonsense. I'm not saying it doesn't feel real and you won't have real feelings about it. But when you finally get through that or see through it, you come to a place where you realize there's no problem. The problem was your belief that there was a problem. Humans are not created to be fixed. That's what religion will teach you. You were created accidentally, wrongly, with a mistake that needs to be fixed. Not true. We are in a world that is kind of crazy sometimes. But it's because our lack of awareness. It's not because we're fundamentally flawed. The more you see, the more you know that you actually are love and awareness and peace and joy. And the less you do things and create things that make you feel flawed, because that's not your belief and that's not who you are. Just wanted to share that. It's something that I really see in a lot of people and that I experienced in myself for a long time. And that all of my religious family still experiences, which is so sad. And you can't tell somebody, hey, you're not flawed if they've lived that way their entire life. I don't try to talk to my family about this stuff or convert anyone to anything. I just meet people where they're at. But it is, it's hard to watch sometimes. But the only reason I see it now in other people is because I had it. And I don't have it anymore. You're not broken. This is not a journey to fix something. It's a journey to see clearly. And when you see clearly, you just let go of all that crap that people gave you that you don't want, things you're carrying that you don't need to be carrying, things that are heavy that you can put down. You get lighter, you get more joy, and you will eventually feel deep down, even in moments of sadness and anger or disappointment, that you are completely whole. You're whole. There's nothing to find, there's nothing missing. There's nothing broken. Ironically, one of my Christian pastors back in the day used to define peace as nothing missing, nothing broken. I would agree with that definition. But then he went on to kind of preach the opposite. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.